Points of power. Everything in the universe is magnetic, and everything has a magnetic frequency, including your thoughts and feelings. Whatever you feel, whether good or bad, determines your frequency, and you attract the people, events, and circumstances that are on the same frequency. Change your frequency at any time by changing how you feel, and everything around you will change because you are on a new frequency. If something negative has happened in your life, you can change it. It is never too late because you can always change the way you feel. Many people put their feelings on automatic pilot. Their feelings are reactions to what happens to them. However, they don't realize that it's their feelings that are the cause of what happens to them. To change anything, whether it's the circumstances of money, health, relationship, or any subject whatsoever, you have to change the way you feel. Blame, criticism, finding fault, and complaining are all forms of negativity, and all of them bring back nothing but strife. Throw out of your vocabulary words like terrible, horrible, disgusting, and awful. Use more words like fantastic, amazing, fabulous, brilliant, and wonderful. Even if you give 51% good thoughts and good feelings, you have tipped the scales of your life. Every day is an opportunity for a new life. Every day you stand at the tipping point of your life, and on any one day you can change the future through the way that you feel. Chapter 3, the power and creation. Every moment of your life is infinitely creative, and the universe is endlessly bountiful. Just put forth a clear enough request, and everything your heart desires must come to you. Shakti Gawain, born 1948, author. This female, Shakti Gawain, has written a very, very beautiful book called Creative Visualization. That book is a very nice book. In case you guys can get a hand on that book, it's all about creative visualization and manifestation. In these next chapters, you will learn how easy it is to harness the force of love for money, health, career, business, and relationships. With this knowledge, you will be able to change your life into whatever you want. To bring a specific desire to you, follow the simple steps of the creation process. Whether it's bringing something you want or changing something you don't want, the process is always the same. The creation process, imagine it, feel it, receive it. I repeat, the creation process, imagine it, feel it, receive it.
I didn't catch that. Could you try again?
It was not meant for that. Okay. Number one in the creation is imagine. Use your mind to focus on and imagine what you desire. Imagine yourself being with your desire. Imagine yourself doing things with your desire. Imagine yourself having your desire. Number two, feel. At the same time as you imagine, you must feel love for what you're imagining. You must imagine and feel being with your desire. You must imagine and feel doing things with your desire. You must imagine and feel having your desire. Your imagination connects you to what you want. Your desire and feelings of love create the magnetism, the magnetic power drawing your desires to you. This completes your part in the creation process. Number three, receive. The force of love will work through the visible and invisible forces of nature to bring what you desire to you. It will use circumstances, events, and people to give what you love to you. Whatever you desire, you must want it with all your heart. Or whatever you desire, you must desire it with all your heart. Desire is love. And unless you have a burning desire in your heart, you will not have enough power to harness the force of love. You must really desire what you want. As an athlete desires to play a sport, the dancer desires to dance, and a painter desires to paint. You must desire what you want with all your heart, because desire is a feeling of love, and you must give love to receive what you love. Whatever you want to be in your life, whatever you want to do in your life, whatever you want to have in your life, the creation process is the same. Give love to receive love. Imagine it, feel it, receive it. When using the creation process, imagine and feel that you have what you want already and never deviate from that state of being. Why? Because the law of attraction copies whatever you give, so you must imagine and feel having it now. You know, it's interesting to note here, there have been various studies where they've mapped the brain. The frequency of the brain during a visualization or a creative visualization process and during the actual reality is nearly the same. You know, there was an example done with 3 athletes where they were given a visualization exercise. One of them was given a visualization exercise of running the race through the comfort of his own house, where he was taken into a hypnotic state or a normal meditative state and made to do that run throughout in his mind all the time, apart from all his physical practice what he was doing. But he was made to visualize the race every day as part of a meditation. And if I'm not mistaken, that person actually broke the world record after that exercise. So once they mapped the brain activity, the actual running, the palpitation of the heart at the time of actual running and at the time of that visualization were nearly the same. So you are actually living it. So, you know, the brain does not make much of a difference whether it's actual reality or it is creative visualization. So once you're in that frequency, so the brain will get a feeling that it's already there. So that is how the manifestation gets into practice. gets itself into working and completion. If you want to lose weight, then give love by imagining and feeling yourself with the body you love. Instead of imagining and feeling that you are overweight every single day, if you want to travel, then give love by imagining and feeling yourself traveling instead of imagining every day that you don't have the money to travel. If you want to improve yourself in a sport, acting, singing, playing a musical instrument, hobby, or in your job, then give love for what you want to be by imagining and feeling whatever it is you would love to be. If you want a better marriage or a better relationship with anybody, then give love by imagining and feeling what it would be like to have that relationship. Faith is to believe that which you do not yet see, and the reward of this faith is to see that which you believe. Saint Augustine of Hippo, 354 to 430, theologian and bishop. It's very important. Faith is one thing which we are taught at the first instant when we are born, but we are not aware of it. What is the most important faith you have in your life? It starts when you are born. I want everybody to just take a deep breath in, release, hold, be normal. The faith that when you exhale, you will get that next breath. That is the faith which unconsciously is there since the time you were born. So you are with that faith. It is never कि वो हम सांस लेना भूल जाते हैं. It is the faith in the universe that's going to come. But yeah, there has to be a time when when the number of breaths are finished on the planet, it will not come. But till the time that is there, the faith is on. We don't need to bother about it. And we never bother about it. That is the biggest faith we have. When we exhale, we know the inhale will happen. In a lot of meditation exercises, they actually tell you to concentrate on the exhalation and let the inhalation be, because that is going to happen. That's the faith we have. When you begin working with the creation process, you might want to start by attracting something unusual. When you specifically attract something unusual, you will be left in no doubt about your power when you receive it. I have we have a very small creative visualization exercise planned at the end of the session. So once we finish the reading, we will go into a small kind of a meditation visualization practice where you will be able to work with any one of your desires, be it an object, be it a desirous situation or a relationship, anything you want. So we'll work on this exercise today after the reading. One young woman began by choosing to attract a specific flower, a white calla lily. She imagined holding the flower in her hand, smelling the flower, and she felt having that calla lily. 2 weeks later, she went to a friend's house for dinner, and there in the centerpiece of the table was a bouquet of white calla lilies, the very flower and color she had imagined. She was so excited to see the lilies, but she didn't say anything to her friend about her imagined flower. As she was walking out the door at the end of the evening, her friend's daughter spontaneously plucked one white calla lily from the vase and put it in her head. Imagination is the beginning of creation. You imagine what you desire, and you will what you imagine. And at last, you create what you will. George Bernard Shaw, 1856 to 1950, Nobel Prize winning playwright. Give it, receive it. Remember that the law of attraction says, whatever you give, you receive. If you think of the law of attraction as a mirror, an echo, a boomerang, or a copying machine, it will help make you clearer on what to imagine and feel. The law of attraction is like a mirror because a mirror reflects back exactly what is in front of it. The law of attraction is like an echo because whatever you give out is exactly the echo that comes back. The law of attraction is like a boomerang because whatever boomerang you throw is the exact same boomerang that comes back to you. The law of attraction is like a copying machine because whatever you give is reproduced exactly and you will receive back an exact copy. So when we were talking about giving and receiving, we had mentioned, it was mentioned that the universe is like a mirror. So we have three more analogies now. It's an echo, a mirror, a boomerang, or a copying machine, all four serving the same purpose. Whatever you give, you shall receive back the same. So if you give out feelings of love, gratitude, above the line feelings, you will receive all those feelings through that mirror, through that echo, through that boomerang, or that copying machine. Any type of a medium, but you will receive what you give. A few years ago in Paris for my work, and I was walking down a street when a woman rushed past me wearing one of the most beautiful skirts I had seen, intricately detailed in a Persian style. My reaction was love. What a beautiful skirt. After weeks later, I was happily driving to work in Melbourne, Australia, when I was forced to stop because another driver was trying to do an illegal U turn at an intersection. As I looked at a store window where I had been forced to stop, I saw the exact same skirt I had seen on the woman in the streets of Paris. Thank you. I could not believe my eyes. When I got to work, I called the store and they told me they had received only one skirt from Europe in that style, and it was the skirt in the window. Of course, the skirt was my size. When I went to the store to purchase the skirt, it was reduced to half price, and the store attendant told me they had not ordered the skirt, that it had just appeared in their order accidentally. The only thing I had done to bring that skirt to me was to love it. And from Paris to a suburban street in Australia, through circumstances and events, the exact same skirt was delivered to me. This is the magnetic power of love. This is love's law of attraction in operation. We will start with imagination tomorrow, but today I would like to work with everybody on a special creative visualization exercise wherein we will be working on any one of our desires. It can be in the field of, it can be an object, it can be in terms of any situation or a relationship, anything. So you can choose any one. So before we get into the exercise, Is there any question, doubt, or gray areas in terms of what we've read today? Chalo, I'll now we shall stop the recording.